Welcome to TechBrothersIT. In this video, we are going to learn how to write, read, append data to the dedicated SQL pool table by using a notebook. So here what I'm doing, I'm using a JDBC connection and I'm configuring that. So GDB host TechBrothers synapse.sql.azure.synapse.net. So this part, this is where you are going to be changing to your Azure Synapse workspace. So this will go to your name right here. This is my Synapse workspace name, or you can see right here as well, or you can copy from here as well. So this is your host, that's your Synapse workspace, and then you will provide this hard code value here .sql.azuresynapse.net. Then you will say JDBC port, that's the 1433, JDBC database. In my case, it's my dedicated SQL pool, and you can see right there we have this TechDBDP, and then I'm using account SQL account. And if you go right here, this is my workspace, and you can see right there, this is my SQL admin account. And now I can go back here and I provided the password here. This is not the best way to use the straightforward password in this format. You will be using Azure Key Vault in this case to save your password and use it here. Now here you are building the JDBC URL, and that is a JDBC SQL server, then your host, and then your port, and your database, and then other parameters such as encryption, true, trustworthy, certificate, and all that. So this is a time login timeout is 30 seconds as well. So this is all the information. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put in the description so you can copy paste. And if you need to make some changes, maybe in the login timeout, or any other encryption, maybe not false, in that case you can do right here. Okay, great. So you have the URL build, and now you are going to go for the connection properties. Here we are using user, and that user, we know that the just variable we declare here, and that's our user. And for the password, we have used this variable, that where we save our password. And our driver is the com.microsoft.sql.jdbc SQL server driver. That's the driver, that's hardcode value. Okay, great. Now once this is done, this is connection and everything is great done, then we will be creating a data frame and then writing to it. So here is our target table, and it's just saved in the variable called dbo.sparkcustomer. And if I go to the SQL script here, I created this table, and you can see that DBO Spark customer, I have customer ID, customer name, country, and then I created this table as a heap. So if you select the data from this table, as of now, this table doesn't have anything but just 3 columns. So we go back to it now. Now to insert the data, I need some sample data. In this case, what I'm doing here, I'm creating this variable here called data, and this array has some items here. So there are 3 records right there. So this is a column, customer ID, customer name, and country. So then I will be creating a data frame. So data frame is a table-like structure in the memory, and we will be using spark.create data frame. Then we will provide this data from the variable, and then a list of columns from this variable, and then it's going to create this df underscore initial data frame. Now if you go ahead and run this one, it's going to create the connection fine, and then this part or cell is going to go ahead and create the data frame. So we can take a look. So this is how the data will look like, that we would like to use to insert into this table. Now in the next portion, we are going to insert the data, and here is the target table DBO Spark customer. Remember that we have created this table right here in the dedicated SQL pool. And now we go back to this notebook here, and then we say df initial, that's our data frame we just created on top right here. So this contains these 3 records. What we want to do, we want to write and .jdbc and URL, JDBC URL, and the table is target table, mode is append. We are inserting the data into it, and property is equal to connection properties. So these all the things are like URL, connection property, and all that, that was defined in the first cell right there. So you don't have to do anything. Now we can simply go ahead and execute this cell, and it's gonna insert the data into DBO spark.customers, and the data we already have from df initial data frame. So data is inserted. We can go back to the table, and we can select the data. We say select star from the table name, and we can see that we have data available to us now. In the next scenario, what I'm doing, I'm reading the data back from the table. So in the above example, we said df.initial.write. So data frame dot write. So whatever is in this data frame, write to the table. But now what we are saying, we are creating a new data frame called df underscore read spark dot read and the dot JDBC. Then provide the URL for connection and the table from where we want to read and the properties for that connection. Now it's going to read the data from our table that's saved in a target table variable, and that's our dbo.spark customers, and then it is going to fill this df read data frame. Once the data is read, then we can view the data by using a df underscore read data frame dot show. So any data frame you have, dot show will show you the records from that data frame. So you can see that now we have read the records from this table into the data frame in the notebook and then display as well. Now what we can do next, we can append more records. So in this case, I'm creating a couple of more records. So I'm creating 2 more records here, and then I'm creating this data frame. So data frame new rows, spark dot create a data frame, data new and column. So it's going to create this data frame with the 2 records, these of them. And then I'm doing the same thing, this data new data frame dot write dot JDBC connection information, and then say an append. So write these 2 records to the table, and these are the connection properties. So once I run this one, what's going to happen is going to add 2 more records to my table. Before that we had only 3 records, and now if I execute this, we will have 5 records, and you can see right there. So this record is inserted and this record is inserted as well. So you have seen how you will be reading the data from maybe different sources and then writing the data to the table. So we have done how to write the data to the dedicated SQL pool table. We have done how to read the data from the dedicated SQL pool into the data frame, and we have also appended the data to the dedicated SQL pool database table in this notebook. So I'm going to go ahead and export this notebook, and then what I will do, I will put in the description so you can use from there. I thank you very much for watching this video. I'm going to make another video actually in which we will read the data from the CSV file or a Parquet file and write to the our table here. Thank you very much, and I will see you guys in the next video.